Hello, everyone. This is Adam Parker, the founder of the Detox Blueprint program. Today, I'm really excited to interview one of my recent successful clients, Alex, who was able to go from having really bad digestive issues, low energy and candida challenges to really 10x energy, having awareness on health and how to be healthy and really good energy to get through the day. Alex has joined me today to talk about how he was able to do that. So Alex, welcome.
Hey, how you doing, Adam?
Good to see you, my friend. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm 28 years old, based in Southwest London. I work in a sales role and I also run a business. So I've been doing that for 5 years. And yeah, just really excited for today and just to share some of my stories of how the program's helped me over the past 4 months to be able to balance quite a busy, hectic work schedule with my job and business, but also integrating that into my health as well.
So what was the biggest problems that you were dealing with before you joined the program?
Yeah, I'd say for a long time, maybe 3 to 4 years, I was facing and struggling with digestive problems. So when I would eat certain foods, I'd get a buildup of mucus, and that would over time lead to me not being able to actually talk properly because I'd have stuff built up, and also not be able to digest foods correctly and fully. And that had a knock-on effect on my overall health from a fatigue perspective, from an energy level perspective, from a sleep perspective. So it was having a lot of different issues that I wasn't really able to identify where they were coming from.
It's interesting, isn't it? When we get these challenges, you think, oh, it's just I have a thing in isolation, but you don't realize how much it overflows into everything, like how you can perform at work, how well you sleep. All of these things seep over, right, into other things, and then it starts to become a real burden to how we want to live our lives.
Exactly. Yeah. And it was affecting so many other areas of my life as well, in terms of my productivity levels at work, my productivity levels in my business, even my relationship at times, as I wasn't able to bring my best self and full energy to the people that I love most.
So what is it specifically about this program on why you chose to jump in versus others? Because there's other health focused programs out there, some with the detox narrative, others with kind of different narratives on how to solve problems. What was it specifically about this program that made you move forward?
It was probably the focus on root detoxification that attracted me to this program. I'd gone to doctors, I'd tried lots of different diets, I had been to even naturopaths to help solve some of the problems. And what a lot of the other solutions looked at were things in isolation. And of course, there's lots of information out there that it's sometimes hard to digest everything. And so, yeah, for me, it was really just being able to have a program that condensed everything into one place that was easy to consume from a content perspective, but also the fact that it focused on root cause detoxification and realizing that that would not just help with those digestive issues, but help with other potential sort of dormant issues that I might not have been able to have identified on my own, but also just give me the tools to overcome any potential future problems as well. So I know now that if I have any future issues, not only will I have prevented those because of this program, but also if they come up, I've got the education now to be able to solve them.
What I was really impressed when I first met you, Alex, was that foresight, right? 28. I didn't get sick till I was 30. When I was 28, dude, I was just booze and partying, didn't care any of this sort of stuff. And I love your focus of investing, right? You've got your own business, you're a driven guy, you can probably see individuals 10, 15 years ahead having health issues. And I love that mindset of investing in yourself because you know that you want to mitigate all of those potential challenges down the line. So that was brilliant. And that really stood out for me. And also, as you're saying, everything in one place, because I think a lot of people come to me with, right, this guy said this and this guy said this. It doesn't kind of make sense, but I could do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then there's no real kind of, from my experience, no real roadmap of what to do and kind of working out yourself. And that in its own right is a lot of work just to kind of work things out and to find So I like you're saying everything was in one place for you in order to, as a springboard to take action.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that I could message you on Slack and get advice or answer questions, replies within the same day was really useful as well. And also just knowing that you're at the sort of front of the game, you're interviewing people from different fields within this space was quite reassuring, because it shows that you've done it yourself, but you're also staying ahead of the curve. And so any new information that comes up, you can update me on, which I thought was quite cool.
For sure, man. And I am a forever student. I'm always learning myself, because ultimately, there's no finished article, right? And I continue to find new things and test them on myself. And if it works, I introduce it to you guys. So thank you for that. So what did you most love about the program, and why did it work so well for you?
I liked the fact that it covered not just the problem that I was facing. Like, say I was having digestive issues, we could have just easily said, right, let's change up your diet, or let's do one cleanse. But it was everything. It was full body, not only the cleanses, but it was also looking at my home, giving me advice on things that I can change up, like not using a Teflon pan, using a stainless steel pan, stuff like that. I thought was really beneficial. And it covered all aspects of health, not just single sort of siloed areas of health. So yeah, that was my favorite thing about the program for sure.
Nice. Yeah, because everything's connected, right? And I think actually when we go from the kind of allopathic model of thinking, it's like, oh, you got a knee problem, go see the knee doctor. And actually through my journey, I realized everything is connected, and we need to make sure that we're ticking off on all bases 100%. So what were the results from going through the program of implementing the methods that I teach?
So the biggest result for me was that I'm now educated on what to do. And for me, that's a massive win. Of course, the results are, proofs in the pudding. Like, you've worked with hundreds of people now to help them clear issues. So that's a no-brainer that my digestive issues have gone. And also I feel a lot more energetic. But I think the biggest result is the fact that I have the education now and the self-awareness of what to do with my health, which, yeah, the short-term benefit is I've cleared the digestive problems, but the long-term benefit is that I've now understand how to help myself, but also help the people around me.
It's empowerment, right? Because now you have tools. I think we were talking about like the healing solvents, right? And just having them in your cabinet are, you're talking about turpentine, right? You're currently going through that, and the results you're seeing there. But actually to learn that for yourself, and here's the thing, a lot of these things in the media are demonized for whatever reason, I don't know. But just knowing that, that's a tool you've now got, I think is super powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
So how has your life personally changed since getting these results?
My life's changed through the program because I am now a lot more aware of what else I could be doing with my health that I've missed. Like, I've always been quite dialed into health, but maybe it was 20% dialed in when I met Adam. And so now I'm, say, 60% dialed in. So I'm aware of lots of different protocols that I can implement, different foods that I shouldn't be eating, different supplements that I can be taking. It's just given me a greater and wider toolbox. But also the productivity levels for me and the energy levels are key. Like, as a business owner, someone who's always on the go, it's great to just have tools that I can just pick up, and little habits that I've integrated, which don't really take a lot of time to integrate, that's going to completely change how I approach life and how I show up to my business and the relationships and people in my life as well.
And what about your digestion? I remember you said that was one of the key things around the mucus. Like, how is that now? Has it changed your relationship with food and how you approach eating in general?
Yeah, exactly. So with certain foods, I was having digestive problems and wasn't able to properly digest these certain foods. So yes, I've cut a lot of those foods out because I've realized they don't now agree with my body. But what I've started to notice is that I can now eat those foods, and I don't eat them excessively, But when I do eat those foods, I don't have the same mucus problems, digestive problems, bowel problems that I was having before. So it shows that I've cleared a lot of the root cause problems that I was facing.
So where do you think you'd be today if you hadn't have joined the program?
I'd still probably be seeing different naturopaths, spending a lot of money on supplements that I probably would cover up the problem, and still trying to solve this issue that I've been trying to solve for 3 years and going around in circles. So I think for me, this course has been massively life-changing because it's working with an expert in the field who's been able to condense things. And I would probably just be in the same place I was 3 years ago.
I love that, man, because firstly, I love the mindset. You'd still be on the journey. But what I also love is how I can pay things forward and be like, I did this journey and here are the shortcuts. This is what the actual way to do it is. And yeah, you took action and you've seen the results already within 4 months, and you're continuing to implement to get rid of the more longer standing issues. But I love that because there are people that spend, into 10s and 20 years just continually on similar types of narratives, right? And all different modalities have their place. But, what I found works for me and everyone I've worked with is this root cause detoxification, getting to the roots of why we're unwell, and actually stopping those toxins coming in so we can continue to be healthy, because it's not like it's a one and done. There's, I remember when we were getting you to do enemas and it was a new thing for you, and now you're doing it, you're like, oh, this is awesome, right? And it's a thing you can bake in and it's a tool you can use. So that's what I love, like seeing the results. And I remember when we first talked, you were like mucus, and I was like, oh, dude, we'll nail that, no problem. And it's amazing to see that you've got that result.
Yeah, I'm very grateful, to be honest, because this is probably stuff that I would have never have come across, or even if I did come across it, having someone who's done it and walked the walk and has experience is really useful, because there's lots of stuff online that tells you one thing, tells you another thing. So it's just good to have a sounding board from someone who's actually done this program and actually lived it.
So imagine someone was watching this right now and they were on the fence about booking a call with either myself or my team about the program. What would you say to them?
I would say, firstly, that there's no better place to invest than in yourself. And you could probably go around the houses for years trying to identify problems. But I think for me, what Adam's course has done is it's helped me to identify and clear the root causes of all my problems. And my partner's been doing this course with me. She's had pretty severe eczema for a long time, lots of different skin issues. And again, she faced the same problem, was trying lots of supplements, trying lots of creams, not working, going to different doctors. And for me, it all comes down to fixing the root problem. And the course gives me the tools to do that in a really easy and condensed way. So yeah, I personally don't see, from everything I've done over the past 3 years, I've not worked with someone who has the knowledge, but has also been able to really clearly and articulate, condense it into a program that's easy to do. So yeah, I don't know what you're waiting for, guys. Come on.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you, Alex, for letting me interview you. So if you're watching this right now and you're interested in working together and you have any questions about the program, book a call by clicking the link provided below and we can have a chat. On the call, we're going to talk about a couple of things. Firstly, what your goal is. Secondly, what's holding you back. And thirdly, getting really clear on how to fix that. So book a call now on the calendar before it gets filled up. Thanks again, and talk soon. And thank you, Alex, for taking the time.
No worries. Thanks, Adam.